Namaste, Om, welcome. It seems the live streaming has not been approved by God. You see, He broke connection. So, unfortunately, where the body lives, we're very far from city, and connection is not good. You see, either that or God was not happy with what I was speaking, and He says, "No more, Popsy, gone." So return to the old. You see, you're just gonna have to be patient and Skype. But even Skype, it may kind of the age of human technology. We land men on the moon, millions of miles away. But you live 9 miles from the city and you've no hope of communicating. Anyway, enough. Live streaming is not to be. It is nature, you see. It is just the way it is. That is the way it is. Accept everything as it is, you see. No one was watching anyway, so what's the point, you know? You see, the object really is to give up all power, all control, all trying, all, oh my God, it didn't work, I'll try this, I have to try that, I have to do this, you know. You have to give up your power, you see. Everything is being decided by itself. When you see like this, that you can do nothing to even communicate and grab so many people's attentions to listen to you, and you believe this is going to happen, much suffering is going to come. So the object is to relinquish power. But also don't grab on to being powerless. I love being powerless, you know. It's so easy being powerless. Wow. I'm not going to do anything anymore, you see. I'm powerless. You're just moving from one side of the seesaw to the other side of the seesaw, which is the way to go, but you have to come into the middle at some point, you know. When you give up power, you say, I'm going to give up power. I'm going to give up trying to be in control of my life. That is another thought, you see. So what you then have to do is giving up being in power. Give up the thought of giving up being in power. And give up the thought of giving up to be powerless. I'm going to be powerless, you see. I'm going to give up power and be powerless. Wait a minute. I'm going to give up both these thoughts, you know, and let things just happen. Please, come on. Is this not enlightenment? Is this not freedom? Is this not simplicity? Or is mind saying this is boring, you know? I want to be in control. I want to dictate my life. I want to decide where I go, which course I take, which house I buy, which car I buy. You're not doing any of that now anyway. That is the greatest revelation. Whatever I am trying to do, which I am not really trying to do anything, it's not the body that's doing it, you see. Something superior is doing it for the one who witnesses. You are the most insignificant, but you are the most important, you see. The most significant and the most insignificant. The body and mind is insignificant. It has no control. Something is controlling body and mind. But no one is controlling you, the one inside. There's nothing that can control you because you don't know who you are, what you are, and where you're looking from. And until you do, you're going to feel as though you're being controlled, you see. You're neither powerful and you're neither powerless. You're the witness of power and you're the witness of powerless. Nature, the witness, nature decided live streaming would end. Power taken away. So is the one now who was sitting watching the blank screen, speaking to the blank screen, is this one powerless? Has nature made this one powerless? No, nature has said, pause. And then you go and do something else, you see. Nature takes you to do something else. Back to cybercam. You immediately are taken back to cybercam. Meanwhile, the one who was speaking to live streaming and the one who is speaking to cybercam now witnessed the whole event. Sat back and let life dictate. Like life is dictating now. No words are planned to come out. No organized, structured words come out, you see. Life is being life. Life is being life. You see? Life and life. Somewhere in between, there is a being happening. A being is taking place between life and life. We are communicating. If anyone is watching, there is your life, you're appearing as life, in a body life, and I am appearing in a body life, and between we are being. And that is all that is taking place. Body will go, this body will go, your body will go, but being will continue to take place with no body. You see? Wow, you get quite excited with that. That means I'm still here. Yes, absolutely. But not as body and mind. But you are still going to witness being yourself taking place. As what? You have to find that out. You may have to wait till body goes. It's maybe not your time in this body, it's maybe next body. But being is all that is happening. And we think it is about our human being status form. It is part of it, you see. It is only part of being. Human and being. Being never dies. Life never dies, you see. Body recycled into fire, into worms, never dies. Mind recycled into mind, never dies. Body and mind are moving entities, and being is a moving entity, but it's not actually moving. Everything is incorporated inside being. Being is simply nothing. It is wordless. It appears to be moving. It appears to be a sensation. You see, when you think of ears, eyes, nose, mouth, you're thinking emotions, senses, and that is what is taking place, you see. Body and body, and the communication between two bodies is a reflection of subtle body, which is within, and your subtle body within, being, and no movement. Subtle body never moves. Subtle body is the complete size of the universe. You are infinitely the size of your universe. Your body is petite. So this is a reflection of truth, which is happening simultaneously but completely differently at the same moment in our time world. Does this make sense? I am speaking to you as form, and within ourselves we are communicating, but with no form. And the communicating is not a movement, it is 100%, billion% knowing. No need for fiber optic speeds, super fast broadband for live streaming events. Always the same. Always the same. Pure, unblemished, untarnished, majestical, and superior. All these worlds together cannot come close to describing what is taking place between the subtle body and your subtle body. Nothing is happening. Everything has happened, and everything appears to be happening with a reflection of two bodies communicating. Mind has slowed everything down, you see. We are one moment. Infinite, stretching, limitless, one moment. When you're infinite, and when you have stretched to your fullest infinity, what can move, you see? Infinite has no boundaries. So it appears to be bound. The body appears to be bound, but even this body is not bound. Your body is being replaced by atoms and molecules from the Eiffel Tower from all over the world right now. So the infinite, subtle bodies that appears to be stable, unblemished, and singular are complete, vast, vast, vast space of pure consciousness being, moving, but not moving. Everything that happens between two bodies is a reflection of the truth on a greater scale, that there's no life, no birth, and no death, but is beyond all that and able to witness itself appearing as two bodies. And you are the witness. But when mind says, I am the witness, the body is the witness, that is fake witness, you see. But the witness within the fake witness is sitting at the background smiling. You are never not smiling, you see. Even when anger, tears, everything that experiences comes, you are the most content thing in the world. Contentment is probably more appropriate than smiling. Buddha says contentment, you see. That is the result of full enlightenment. Simple contentment. Very contented with everything. Not overly joyous about this and not overly angry about that. Simply no movement. No movement, but movement, you see. Beautiful, beautiful movement of contentment, you see. Like the conductor in the orchestra. But slowed down to the speed of life, you see. Nature dictates both movements, and nature is God. He is the conductor. But you are not an insignificant body, and you are not a significant subtle body. You are absolutely crucial as both to God, to the grace, to the one, to Atman. Live streaming has been replaced by videotape, you know. Maybe my connection to God is wavering, you know. Maybe I'm going to end up back a suffering person. I don't remember what it was like, you see. There's no one here to remember what the person suffering was like. There's a ghost of ego that sometimes tries to haunt but it is seen as a ghost. Enlightenment is the reversal of everything. You feel as though you're the person, the body and everything, and the subtle body is a ghost. There's something there. I know there's something there, you see. There's something there that is greater, that is different from this human existing body. And we reverse, you see. The ghost comes out, you see. The subtle body comes out. And there's a ghost of gross body. So you are aware that this body has form, but you can see through it, you see. It is just as insignificant as the leaves on the tree. But to God, it is vitally important, you see. That is why anyone who is in the unfortunate position to take their own life is really not doing a disservice to them, but doing a disservice to God, which is everyone, family and everything. But those who take their lives intentionally, through terror or whatever, they are fools, you know. God is going to send them right back. With a crippled body, you know. I don't know. I'm only, you know, everyone is valid. Everybody is valid, you see. Everybody has a purpose, you know. There's something within God's plan that we cannot see as this human communicating. The being knows it. The human knows nothing. The human is the fool, you see. The human is the terrorist of their own life. The human wants to terrorize themselves for being. No more terror, you see. Everyone become enlightened. No more terror. No more nothing. Just contentment. Live streaming will flow then, you see. We will put as much importance to communication for 9 miles as we do to communicating with Moon. Namaste. I apologize, you know, if there was going to be a viewer, but, you know,